Good morning, chat. What's going on? Welcome back to another live stream. If you are new, my name is Zach. This is Real Deal Futures. Before we get started, make sure you read what is on the screen. Trading is risky. Most traders do lose money. If you trade, you're probably going to lose all your money. Make sure you read the full disclaimer. I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I say or do is financial advice or a suggestion or recommendation of any kind. This is for entertainment purposes only. I'm an idiot yapping here on YouTube about trading. Having some fun with you guys. Also read CFTC Rule 4.41 on simulated trading, which is what this is, even in funded prop firm accounts, and the affiliate and partnership disclaimer that says I stand to make money from links and codes in my content like Top 1 Futures, code RDF. What's going on, chat? I am hyped up. Let's take a look at the charts, but woo, taking off already. We are in for a big week here. Big week, man. I'm super hyped up. I'm calling this one Funded Frenzy Week. Got an account to give away every single day on these live streams here with you guys. It's not only random times, it's only random times, not random days. Because you guys are getting one every single day here. Plus, we got a bunch of traders coming on. I got guests coming on tomorrow through Thursday. I'll talk a little bit about that in just a moment. But here we go, coming up to test overnight highs. So I want to watch these markets right off the bat. Talk about getting you guys funded with some accounts. We'll talk about guest speakers. We'll talk about an additional cash bonus giveaway on Friday for you guys that are here every single day and fill out every form. Going to have some fun this week, man. Welcome to June. We are kicking it up a notch. So, yeah, watching this thing really push to the upside. Let's get comfortable. It's Monday. We don't want to do anything too crazy. Let's kind of wake up, get some review. Hope you guys all had your coffee. I know I did. I probably had a little bit too much. But I'm jacked up this week, man. We're going to have a fun week. I'm excited. So taking a look at what we had over the last few days, last week on the daily chart. I like to start on the daily chart, just get a feel for what's going on. It's very high time frame, right? And then I drop down to the 1 minute. I stay pretty unbiased, but I still like to know what's going on, right? Are we huge volatility, pushing to the upside, ripping everybody's face off? We selling off? We kind of consolidating, a little bit of indecision like we are right now. And we are the latter on that. That's how I would describe this. So we pushed all the way up after putting this crazy bottom in here, selling off, into the beginning of April. Here we are into the beginning of June, kind of consolidating up below the 6,000 level here on the ES contract. This is Top 1 Futures on Project X. That's what we're looking at here. This is the daily chart for ES right now that we're taking a look at. And we kind of had some pretty wild back and forth movement. Tough week to trade for sure. We've had a lot of those. I'm thankful to have come out green. I can say that in these accounts the last few weeks, but has not been easy by any means. Friday was definitely challenging. You guys watched me go no trade after watching a lot of setups get close, form, just really not give me exactly what I needed to get in. But, kind of some back and forth crazy NYSE sessions. So here we are looking at this. Big wicks back and forth to the upside and downside, coming in into Friday, Thursday of last week. We're consolidating right around this level, really failing to break through the 6,000s and continue to the upside, at least yet. We could be poised for that kind of breakout. We do have a lot of red folder news this week. I'll talk about that, but we have red folder high impact news every day this week, finishing off with an NFP Friday. Thursday, we got unemployment, which is another massive one. But right now, forming this daily candle to the upside, right? We got a wick in, didn't sweep down below Friday's low, and we are pushing off at the open, back above VWAP, climbing for right now. So let's drop it down to the 15-minute, just kind of zoom out, get a 15-minute view. You can see what this looks like, a little bit more granular, but kind of this back and forth movement up here, right? Tested the high, pulled back, and maybe we are poised for a breakout. Maybe we want to sell off. Kind of consolidating, right? I don't have a ton of direction. Obviously, if we zoom way out on the daily, higher time frame trend is up in the U.S. indices. It's up after putting that low in, right? We're not too far off of all-time highs. Really wild that we've made it all the way back up here. But, looking at the 15-minute, kind of consolidating around this area of high volume. Really area of high volume here, looking at last week's price action as we came up. Interested to see. I could see this going either way. We start to crack prior day high. I could definitely see a push back up towards these 980s. As you guys can see, I don't have my fixed range volume profiles. Again, just continuing to overlap too much. Give me way too many overlapping levels. So I've kind of backed off. I've got them hidden. I take a look at where they are every morning, but it's just too much on the 1 minute chart to be looking at. So I've got my overnight high and low, prior day high and low, my volume profile on the right-hand side, VWAP in the middle, and some discretionary levels above price that are coming off of market structure, price action, and the higher time frame volume profile, visible range volume profile. So, yeah, nice pop at the open here. This is way too early for me to look for a short, but gun to my head, I'm short back to VWAP, like right here, right now. I've watched a lot of these play out off the open, and it's just not my favorite thing to do. I've talked about it a lot. I think you can make money doing it, but it's very volatile, very, very volatile, and it's just not the way that I like to start my day. Maybe having to realize a couple quick back-to-back losses and then just be done trading, right? I just also find my data shows that the first, let's say 10 to 15 minutes, just not as much of an edge, which is a little bit difficult to quantify as a whole, but just data shows not as great as results in the first 10 to 15 minutes. So here we are, 9:36, 9:30, coming up on 9:37 a.m. Eastern, about 7 minutes into this open. Framing out some trade ideas here. Yeah, quick crack at the open. I could definitely see a pullback to VWAP on this one. It's not really coinciding with any massive levels of liquidity on Bookmap. We're pretty thick above and below price by like 10 points in either direction right now. Definitely have some back at the 58.90 level. That got moved around a little bit, but yeah, gun to my head, which I don't have, gratefully. I hope I never have with you guys here live on stream. I'd be short 20 points back to VWAP, the 890s. That would be my first call. Can we just continue to take off like a rocket here? Sure. We popped at the open after really kind of just drifting lower overnight. Put this low in here, came right back up to VWAP. You know, buyers are just not wanting to let this thing sell off, right? Every really aggressive sell-off has been bought right back up, right? Like you could look at how this market has moved, how ES has moved, right? These really harsh sell-offs, like when we really finally start to find some momentum to the downside, we get bought right back up, right? So, just kind of anticipating that to continue to happen. Here we go again for today, watching it happen, pop at the open. So, yeah, nothing for me so far. Nothing ever for me, really, in the first couple minutes of the open. I'm watching the prior day high level. I could definitely see some interest up there. I don't know that we get there, though. I think we maybe turn around the 20s. Unless we just continue to rock it, which I'm not really expecting off the open. I could see liquidity all the way up through the 20s right here. And then a potential turn back to the downside right around that level. Just marking it with a ray for you guys. The 59.20s here on ES. Down on the 1 minute chart, I could see this potentially turning back down towards VWAP, but I'm not going to dive in front of a pop right into the open. No real clear level of structure, right? This could be a zone. Shouldn't say that. I know I jumped right into the market today, but yeah, right? Like we could see all of these areas tested. Obviously, prior day high up here from Friday. You could see this area tested, though. This could be an area we want to come and check out, maybe pull back down a bit. Do we come all the way back down to VWAP? Do we drift all the way back down to this area, like the middle ground? Or maybe do we just kind of pull up here, retest, and then continue? But just kind of framing out what I'm looking at on the chart here. Not going to leave this stuff up. Just becomes a little bit too hectic, too overlapping. But while we wait for this market to open up, what's up, chat? Good morning. Luke, Iron, Apps, I can't pronounce your name, Chuck. You guys got crazy names in here. LeFubu. Ralph, Jess, Raj, AD, Gray, AVS, Halftime, Caesar, Alex. What is going on? Welcome to the show, guys. Welcome. Appreciate you guys. Greetings from Colombia. First time here watching. Yo, Mystic Rick. Ralph, what's up? Great to see you guys. Welcome back. Appreciate you being here, man. Again, if you just hopped on this week, you're in for a good one. I usually do giveaways on these live streams. I do them random days, random times. But today is... Do I have the graphic up? Hang on 1 second. Yeah, share this tab. This week is Funded Frenzy Week, which is a dumbass name, but I couldn't really come up with anything better. We are giving away accounts every day on the live sessions this week. Along with that, we got a badass lineup of traders. I'll pull that graphic up later. Tomorrow through Thursday, I've got a bunch of different traders coming on the show. It's been really fun to have live guests on. We're going to continue doing that. But you guys are in for a good one. You got to be on the live streams. Form drops here. No purchase necessary. You fill it out. We pick somebody to win an instant funded account from Top 1 Futures. So excited to have that rolling, man. Excited to have that rolling. Let me get that link up. If you guys want to check out Top 1 Futures yourself, link is in the top of the chat. 40% off is the deal right now, plus no daily loss limit with code RDF. These are the accounts that I'm trading right here. These are instant funded 150K accounts on the Project X platform. Copy trading 3 of them. Watching this market start to pull back off. We'll have to see. But yeah, on that note, remember, guys, I'm affiliated. I'm partnered with Top 1 Futures. I can't stand to be unbiased if I stand to make money from links and codes, right? Important to say that. And if you don't know me, if you're brand new, I trade live here on YouTube almost every damn day. I don't claim to be the best trader. I don't claim to know it all. Far from all of that. No magic strategy, no leaderboards, no crazy P&Ls, right? Just a normal dude trying to make some profit in the markets. And if you guys want to check that out with me, I'm happy to have you here, man. Maybe you find some value in the things that I say, coming from 6 years in the markets, but still looking to get better every day. Maybe you say, that dude's an idiot. He sucks. But if I hop on there every day and fade him, I'm going to make a bunch of money, and maybe I'll win an instant funded account or some cash on Friday that we're going to give away. And if you want to hang out and do that, that's cool too, man. No pressure. Smash like, smash subscribe if you want to be able to chat in the future, and you can't. I keep 2-hour subscriber mode on. Try to keep the trolls out. I just ban people that make dumbass comments, but that's cool too. You can hop on and do that and get banned. Here we are, testing overnight high, right? Break and retest of overnight high. Again, like I said, gun to my head. I'm selling this back down towards VWAP. I don't have a gun to my head. It's a little bit too early. It's not a clean setup for me. It's not really coming off of another level of structure, but more importantly, looking at Bookmap over on my right-hand side, it's really not coming off of a crazy level of liquidity. If I'm going to get involved really aggressively near the open, I'd love to see like a big lit up level, 100 on the book that gets filled, and then a reaction that we start to sell off from. So we have some at 920. 5920. That wasn't on there before pre-market, right? Before market open, wasn't on there in the pre-market. Maybe not as strong, maybe not as respected, but we do have liquidity up to the 5920s now and the 925. So, not beautiful off the open, nothing crazy for me setting up just yet, but we'll see. We'll see if these initial, call outs, my thought process will start to play out. I'm going to watch what happens if we start to push higher. Again, still looking short, looking to fade this initial pop off the open, back to VWAP, back to an area of high volume. ES and all these US indices love to come back and forth and test areas of high volume and levels of structure, right? If we are going to pull off, if we are going to push to the upside, are we not going to pull off at any point near the open and kind of take everybody out that's getting long now? I would say we probably do. Right? That would just be normal price action and market structure. But market can do whatever it wants. Very unpredictable, especially these days. So what time we got? 9:44. Nice. Coming up on the first 15 minutes. Taking a look at the financial news site that I like to look at, which is Forex Factory. You can tell I used to trade Forex, but you can look at Financial Juice, Market Watch, whatever you want. We have 10 a.m. red folder news. We have 10 a.m. red folder news. It's ISM manufacturing. Not that crazy. Right? It's not like an NFP. It's not an FOMC rate. So we got that at 10 a.m. That's a little dicey to trade through. I would prefer not to have a trade on right into red folder news. But we'll see. We'll see what starts to happen. I wouldn't rule that one out. I would trade through that if there was a really clean setup and just realize that it's probably either going to be a real quick take profit or a real quick stop loss. One that I wouldn't want to trade through is 1 p.m. today. We have high impact news, which is Jerome Powell speaking. He tends to send the market. That is the Fed chair, Jerome Powell. And high impact on this U.S. index that we're trading here, ES, the S&P 500 futures contract. So 1 p.m., if you're trading into the afternoon, I'd be really cautious around that time frame. So here we are, finding some sellers. Not ripping to the upside just yet. Looks like that sell might play. Let's take a look. Let's take a look and see. But yeah, we got some people hopping on, man. No surprise, right? We got giveaways this week. Hyped to be doing it with you guys. Thanks for jumping on. You know the drill. Smash like, smash subscribe. No giveaway just yet, but I don't have to tease you guys because there will be one today. As long as you hang out on here, you're going to get a shot to win. There we go. Selling off the open, man. Yeah, these U.S. indices, this is not rocket science here, right? A lot of times it's volatile off the open, right? We pop in one direction and we revert back to the mean. We come back down towards, whatever area of high volume is on the chart, wherever we might have been consolidating for the, prior couple hours before the open. Doesn't always happen. Sometimes we just blast off and we don't pull back at all. We just continue ripping to the upside. But that initial pop or sell off is usually bought or sold right back up towards VWAP. It's just, if you just back test that, you can take a look at it yourself. So let's see if this continues. Again, didn't trade the 20s or the 25s. I could have potentially looked really aggressively short as we came up higher into the 20s, 25s, something like that. But we didn't get that. We sold right back off towards VWAP. And looks like that might want to continue for right now. But we are past the 15-minute opening range, so I'm free to look for trades comfortably, not having to worry about getting involved too early off the open. Yeah, 920 is staying pretty thick. 890 all the way down here has got, where's our 890 level? 890 right here, down below this area consolidation. We continue lower. That's what I'd be looking at. 890's got about 100 on the book down there. I could definitely see that filling. Not a whole lot below. If I look at, I'll show you guys Bookmap in a bit. Not a ton below until we get all the way down to the 55s, 50s, right? Until we come all the way down to prior day low, where we got a couple hundred on the book down here. So let's watch what happens here. Not really beautiful structure just yet. Clean pop at the open and then sell right back off. Yeah, we've been loving this. 900 level, this 5,900 level, man. Prices love to hang out here. But let's see what we get. What's up, chat? What's going on? What's going on, guys? Hey, man, did you draw out prior day FVP levels? I'm assuming you mean a fixed volume profile. I did not. I do today. I have them all hidden. Talked about that right off the open. I don't have them showing on my chart. There's just too much overlapping. We've been consolidating up here around these highs, and prior week, value area high, value area low, and point of control, and prior day, value area high, value area low, and point of control. It's just overlapping a little bit much. I'm not utilizing every single level for a trade idea. I'm leaning just more on normal price action market structure, fixed range volume profile coming off the 15-minute. So I'm trying to clean up my chart a little bit. You'll see them back on my chart, right? They're not going away for forever, nothing like that. I still like to use them, but I'm potentially going to be looking at them in pre-market. And then when it comes time to actually start trading, not having so much additional information on my chart, overlaying and just having it really clean so I could focus on price action, market structure, use order flow on the side, that might become my preference. So had them off on Friday. I've got them, again, hidden today. So that's my play. But good question. Adil, what's up? Yeah, I posted about that, about the Topstep big board. Why is there silence on Topstep when they asked them to explain the stats? They never explain. Yeah, Dakota posted a long thing. The number one dude, KG or KJ Trades, posted a couple long responses, which I responded to before. But, I'll tell you about that while we're just watching this sell back off until a trade idea sets up. First off, I'm not knocking anybody, right? Nobody on that big board and nobody on at Topstep, right? All good. I've talked about that big board in the past because I like to pay attention to what guys that are doing better than me are doing, right? I used to do that in motocross. I would go down, I would watch the expert guys, the pros, the top level, do their start. I'd watch how they take a specific corner that maybe I wasn't as fast in, and I'd learn, right? I'd watch what they were doing. I would try to pick up things. And that's what I tried to do with the big board, right? If you don't know, the big board is the top 25 live funded traders at Topstep, right? And all of their stats. So I try to pay attention because they give you win rate, they give you average win and loss, average losing day versus winning day, average hold times, right? And I've talked about that in the past. And I went to make some videos on it, and I started just looking at it the way that I do on the weekends sometimes as I'm reviewing my own trading, kind of, just different things. And the stats are really interesting because they're not inherently profitable stats. What do I mean by that? Their win rate and average win and average loss for majority of the traders provide a negative expectancy, meaning that if you traded with that, you would lose money over time, right? So it begs the question, how are these guys making hundreds of thousands of dollars? So, I posted a, long thing about that and kind of what my thesis was, that they're trading very aggressively, right? And they're cycling through accounts and, they're starting with large bankrolls. Some of this is a little bit obvious, which was the comments I got. But it's not completely obvious, right? Because they're talked about as the best traders. The big board is posted. It's, marketed, right? As this is what good trading is. And there's a disconnect, right? Between what those guys are doing and what's really going on, behind the scenes as far as just trading. And, that's kind of the response I got. So it was actually cool to hear from the number one on that big board. Wow, really selling right back off. There's the short back to VWAP, guys. Here's the 890s trading out right now. I'm going to continue that thought in a second. Yeah, I'm not going to take it aggressively long from down here. But there's the beautiful short right back towards VWAP. I'm looking at like the 80s. I could see like the low 80s to 70s down into this area. The bottom of this level of consolidation. I don't know that we need to sweep overnight low, but we're really pushing the downside after putting this high in. Could be choppy. I wouldn't mind taking it off the bottom of this level. Let's see as we start coming down. But yeah, so essentially, I asked the question, what's going on? Top 5 guys have a negative expectancy, meaning if you had that risk to reward and win rate in a normal account, right, you'd lose money over time. Well, what's going on? They're trading very aggressively, right? And one of the guys, the top guy commented, saying, I don't know if you're being ignorant or intentionally or you're just misled, but obviously that's what we're doing, right? We're trading extremely aggressively. Sim trading is not regular trading. The guys that are putting these numbers up, this does not translate to live trading. And, it's interesting. It's interesting to see. So that was the conversation, right? Are the stats skewed? Where does the data exactly come from? I don't know. But I take the basics of it. And I was happy to hear from some of those guys, right? And that is what's going on. So it's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with being super aggressive. It's just not a realistic expectation to have if you're planning on buying one 50K account and trading, right? Completely unrealistic. You have to understand that behind those guys are oftentimes 10s, 20s, 30s, 100. I don't know how many blown evals and accounts, right? So, that's just kind of the thought process there. And it's interesting to see from a statistics point. You could tell it from the stats, right? They are trading super aggressively and they don't need to have terribly profitable stats in sim because you can hit the reset button, right? If you start with a bankroll and you have this maybe larger idea of risk management, you can do that. But that was the post blew up, got like 100 and something thousand, views, tons and tons of comments, everybody and their mother commenting on it. Which I figured, right? I'm talking about the kind of a hot button topic, right? Questioning what's going on. But yeah, I just think if you're gonna do that, don't. Well, no, but whatever. I'm not even gonna comment. Yeah, so that's that. That was the thought process. Watching this thing continue to sell off here, man. And again, as I continue on my journey here, I've talked about it in the past. I'll get more aggressive, right? I don't know that I'll ever be at that level that they get, but I'll get more aggressive, right? Maybe I decide to not trade these as conservative as I trade them and say, hey, I'm going to have a $20,000 bankroll, right? And I'm going to burn through accounts, and I'm going to lose half a dozen sets copy trading 5 accounts at a clip. And on the way to doing that, one of those sets is going to do really well because I'm trading really aggressively. Not quite not quite there just yet, but that's a way that you could do it in the sim environment. But the question is, does that translate to live trading, right? And most of the time the answer is no. It doesn't translate to live trading at all. It doesn't translate to a cash account. It doesn't translate to a live account, which is why you see so many guys get up to that big board or whatever leaderboard, right? Or whatever they do in sim, and none of it's replicated in a live account, right? They don't go from $250,000 in profit to, $1 million in profit. They sit there, they go back and forth, they make little profit here and there because you can't hit the reset button, right? You can't take on as much risk. You can't leverage copy trading, all of those reasons. So that's kind of the long thought process there. But again, I'm coming from like a genuinely like not knocking anybody place. Like I'm coming from like, give me the sauce, bro. Let me know what's going on, because I know we're not talking about normal win rate and risk to reward and, some kind of trading strategy. We're talking about really massively aggressive trading and bankroll management, right? Behind the scenes. So that's where I come from. I'm not on the board. I'd love to be on the board with $600,000 in profit. Let me know what's up. So anyway, news coming, guys. News coming. Almost missed that one. 3 minutes to red folder news. We've sold off right back down to VWAP. Not surprising. I'm kind of drifting with the way I'm looking right at Bookmap. Was trying to get an idea for a long down here, potentially a little bit further of a push down. I could see it for a long pop back up to this area, back to the 5900s that we've been trading over and over and over again. But we got news. We have red folder news coming out 2 minutes from right now. I'd be cautious. It's not a massively high impact red folder news, but it is red folder news. So I'd be cautious there. Let's see. While we were waiting for this news to come out, remember, guys, if you're new here, welcome to the show. Smash like, smash subscribe. We're giving away 50K instant funded accounts from Top 1 Futures every damn day this week. Every day. Usually it's random days, random times. It's still going to be a random time on the stream, but it's going to be every day. So excited to do that with you guys. Just got to be on here. A formal drop in the chat. I'll let you know. I got a graphic I'm going to put up, so even if you're not listening, you'll see it. You fill that out. No purchase necessary. I pick someone on the stream. So fun to do that. Shout out Top 1 Futures. If you want to check them out, discount is running, code RDF. Link is in the top of the chat to check out Top 1 Futures. Yeah, man, so getting ready for this news to drop. Here we are, right? Dead set. This is very indecisive. Here's prior day high, here's prior day low. I'm way zoomed out on the 1 minute. Here's overnight low, overnight high. We're dead set in the middle of all this, right back down to VWAP. Very directionless, again, here for the NYSE session. Cracked overnight high, came right back down. Interested to see where we go from here. Again, guys, we got about 45 seconds to red folder news, so I would expect some volatility coming within the next 30 seconds. Don't have to be a brainiac to say, right down here, here it is. Red folder news coming. So we'll watch that play, get past that. Then maybe we find something. We get for some trades rolling. Let's see. Here we go. About 15 seconds. Let's see what we get here. There we go. News is in. If you guys know, I don't pay attention as far as like what the forecast is, what it's, came out as. I don't care about any of that stuff. You could say that's a dumb idea. Plenty of guys do pay attention to fundamentals. They do some fundamental analysis. I don't. I just pay attention to it the way that I just did right here and said, I think there's going to be volatility, right? I think there's going to be a lot of volume traded right now, the way that that's trading. I'm probably going to be cautious of running the position into that. Here we go. Algos are off on the book. We got 58.75. Ooh, selling off pretty aggressively. Right through that. Aggressive sellers coming in. Just want to view this on the 15-minute. Take a quick look. Zooming out. Yeah, this is interesting. Like we talked about, we got quite a bit on the book. Ooh, we got big buyers stepping in down here. We got quite a bit on the book down at the 55s, 855s, excuse me, 5855s and the 5850s. We got buyers stepping in right here. Just looking on the book, reading order flow around the 70s. We have now 500 on the book right there. Looks like they want to fill it. Wow. Yeah, we got some transacting being done here. Just zooming out on the 15-minute, I could see a sweep below this level. If we continue to sell off really aggressively, I would definitely look for a trade off of prior day low around those 55s, 50s, but I don't think we sell off that quick. I think we bounce here. And yeah, we came right near overnight low. I'm eyeballing along here, guys. This is pretty volatile, though. I will tell you that. Whoa. I want to do that. Hang tight. Yeah, there's the bounce, man. It was really aggressive, right? It's almost just news trading. Man, we came right down to the 70s. We had a lot of buyers stepping in right down here. This could easily just rip through towards the 50s, but as buyers started to step in right here, that was definitely opportunity for a bounce play. Just during news, right? It's 1-2 minutes into the news event. You know, you don't know after getting a big candle like that if it's just going to absolutely tear to the downside. Along with just risking really quick stop outs, you also risk slippage, right? Just really fast moving markets like this. You know, trading during news, you get slipped. So I don't love to do that. But let's take a look here. Yeah, man. I'm going to have to show you guys this on Bookmap. The 70s stepped in heavy with buyers. Let's see what happens here. Let's see what we get here. Damn, man, not gonna give me an opportunity either. Super quick getting involved right off the 70s would have played really nicely. Stupid aggressive on news though. I can't take that one. Let's watch what happens here. 75, we got 200 on the book. We got a lot of volume being traded, a lot of volume. This is fairly volatile. No, I'm gonna sit patient on this, guys. This could kind of go either way here. Um, a lot of orders buy side, but they've been getting eaten up. Buyers definitely stepped in off the 70s, but again, we got quite a bit all the way down to prior day low, not being too far off. We came up, swept this overnight high level, sold off through VWAP. News has been printed in pretty ugly, right? Sellers definitely stepped in on that one, and now they're trying to continue to bring it lower. This structure is looking pretty weak. I'm typically looking for reversion type trades back to the mean off the extremes, but I'm not too confident in this long now at all. see what happens here. We're trying to push back up. We go tag the 90s. I'm actually looking at this short, guys. Looking at this short, if we could fill some orders up above price right here, just kind of tap back in right into the 90s. And if we reject really harshly without just continuing back up to the upside, I'm looking at this short back down towards everything we have on the book below. This could definitely just turn into a choppy back and forth day. This could be a pullback off before a move higher. It's fairly volatile though, man. I'll give you guys that. Let's see, and I'm sure you guys are chatting in the chat. I'll check in with you in just a minute. Looking for a trade here though. Watching this on Bookmap closely. Got a lot getting moved around. This thing is back and forth here, man. Okay, let's see. Trading towards these 90s that I got my eye on for a potential short play. Stop loss back up here through the middle ground, but we may trade right back up through this. That's going to be it, huh? Let's see. There we go. Pushing up, trading the 88s towards the 90s here.
Order filled.
I'm short this, guys. I'm short too. That wasn't as good as an entry as I would have liked to have got. I was trying to skip an ad. But I'm short too from up here. I could see a potential reaction to turn back down. I'd manage this pretty aggressively. I could definitely get my face ripped off here if we do continue to the upside. I'm going to look to drag stop into profit if we start to sell back off. But that's me short two from 58.89 and a half. Stop at 58.99 and a half. If we start to sell back off from here, I'm not going to have much of an opportunity to get in with an aggressive entry and a stop loss back up above VWAP. If we continue back up to the upside, I really have nothing. So, but that looked good. Filled orders to the upside. We got a lot back down at the 75 level, all the way down near my take profit there. Back down to the 70s. I think even if we are going to continue higher, we can wick back down here one more time. But I'm looking short on this, looking for a continuation to the downside. It is near the middle of all this. If this gets choppy, I'm out for $1,000. I'm comfortable with that. Full risk, but looking for a rejection around this level after sweeping back up to the 90s. We did stop on a dime there and start to find sellers. Can we get this reaction? Right back down to the 75s where we have a lot buy side, 300 on the book down below. We're going to have to see. Or do we have to push back through VWAP, sweep this high first, continue to the upside? All we could do is put our trades on, structure our risk, let the odds play out in our favor. That's all we got to do. That's all we can do. There we go. Got some selling pressure stepping in. Oh, they pulled the 875s. Oh, come on. That looks like some spoofing or some manipulation down at the 875s. Ah. Yeah, so this is I'm going to show you guys this after. This still might play out. You know, we're going to see if this continues to sell off. I got a mechanical way that I'm managing these trades, so I'm going to stick to that. It's drag and stop into profit at a specific level. The stop goes to a specific level. They pulled the 75, the 875s, which is a pain in the ass because I was utilizing that in this trading decision. I'll talk about what that means, why it happens, how it happens. But essentially, there was quite a bit on the book buy side that I was utilizing as a target. Anticipating that we would continue to sell back off to that level. That was on the book and then was pulled. Now, technically, that could be real orders that were moved. There we go. Oh, supposed to be 450. Stop to 58.85 even. It's either going to be stopped at $450 in profit.
Order filled.
Yeah, there we go. Okay, stop for 444 times 3, about $1,500 across these 3 accounts. I'm going to show you guys this. We'll see what this trade management looks like. We'll see if it continues to rip to the downside. But again, I've been really forward testing and just actively trading an aggressive trail into profit with my stop loss, and very mechanical, very specific. So it's almost the same thing every single time. You can go back through now and watch my lives. Wow. Not bad trade management on that one. But that's not the point, right? It's not to look like a genius, not to get it right every time, but it's to do something very, very consistent in an area where I feel that I need to have some more consistency in trade management. So out for a win. We'll see if this turns back to the downside, but I'm going to show you guys this on Bookmap, why I just spoke about that the way that I did. Good trade. Yeah, man, we got a W. Starting the week off with a W, right? W's in the chat. Not full profit. We'll see if this continues to push to the upside. I'll feel good about it. If it sells right off, I'll still feel good about it, right? Because I managed my trade the way that I'm supposed to. But I'm going to show you guys this. Hang tight. Hang tight here. I still think we're going back down to the 70s. I think this is retest near VWAP and we sell back off. But I'm going to show you guys this. Window, Bookmap, boom. Okay, so this is Bookmap. This is, let me throw this. Oh, there we go. Let me throw this in the chat for you guys. I'll show you what we're looking at right here. I find Bookmap very, very helpful, very useful. But I'm also partnered and affiliated with Bookmap. So you could say, that's great, Zach, but you stand to make money, so you're biased. And you'd be correct. I am biased. But I was using Bookmap before I stood to make any money, and I'd be using it even if I didn't stand to make any money because I find it very helpful. Here's what I was looking at in that trade, right? Here's the 70s. First, we sold off really aggressively right at that 10 a.m. news candle. Too close to enter in here. But if I scroll back, you could actually see it on the book. This was like 550 lots. Huge stack of orders on the book. Came in. Price started to fill, started to come down into it. We had more come on down below. That looked like really aggressive buyers that wanted to kick it higher. It was, right? We came right off that level and pushed to the upside. We had orders on, where's the 90s? Yeah, we had these orders on that actually looked like somebody, but ended up just being moved around. We had orders on up to the 90s. I got a really nice aggressive entry right around that level. Here's what I was watching the downside. Big stack of orders, 298, 300 orders came on the book at 75, right? Do we have to go back down and fill them? No, right? We could just do whatever we want. But we left a lot on the book down here, and we also have the 55s and the 50s, the 855s, the 850s. So I like this short. I like this short back down to this level. I still think we might go check this level out. Honestly, staying below VWAP right now. But watch what happened here as I'm in the trade. Boom. Massive stack of orders come off the book. This drops from 300 to 100, right? 200 lots got pulled. That, and then what happened, right? Actually, we pulled back up. That could be a number of things, right? What these are, what we're looking at here, if you don't know, these are price levels, and these are quantity of orders above and below price. So these are buy orders down below price, resting, right? Limit orders that price may want to go and fill, right? You hear people talk about liquidity. This is real live liquidity. This is level 2 data. Watching these orders get pulled kind of takes away the thesis that we're going to come down into the 75s to fill them because there's nothing else here. Now, this could be a number of things. I try not to get too technical with it because I just like to look at pattern recognition. But this is what a lot of guys call spoofing, manipulation, right? Somebody feeding orders onto the book, essentially giving all market participants the same idea that I had. Hey, we're probably going to go back down to those 75s and fill that 300 on the book. And then as it starts to get close, right, as we start to sell off towards it right here, they pull it. And then maybe the market participants like I do go, oh, that's a bunch of BS. We're not headed down there. So that's what I was looking at. If I start to see that happening, a lot of orders get moved around, especially if I'm using them in my trade idea. It's not great. I don't adjust on the fly. I let the idea play out the way that I did, right? I didn't close the trade. I didn't do anything different than I would have done. But that's what I was talking about. So again, just for more examples here, now we've got, about 200 some odd orders on the book right above price. We got some orders stacking up. This could make the case for a move to the upside to go fill these. There's a ton of technical and advanced, there we go, pushing the upside, advanced market narrative and market mechanics as to why these things happen. I'm an idiot. And the way that I like to look at this chart is I go, ooh, there's a bright line on there. Let me watch what happens today. Oh, there's a line down here. Let me watch what happens today. Interesting. The same thing seems to happen over and over and over again. Not every day, not exactly the same, of course, right? This all looks different. Market's very random on the short term. But if I watch this for days and weeks and months at a time, day in and day out, you start to notice some things. You build some intuition. You say, I've seen this stuff before. Same way that I apply my basic pattern recognition skills to technical analysis, right? To trading on the charts. So that's how I utilize Bookmap, basic pattern recognition. You guys want to check it out. Link is in the description. It's a paid software. You have to pay for the software. You have to pay for level 2 data. You can get this information before I finish this Bookmap rant. You can get this information from a DOM. You can get this from a traditional depth of market, right? And here's me trying to be as unbiased as I possibly can. You don't have to use Bookmap. Bookmap's nice because it gives you this cool looking heat map and it gives you historical data, but you can get this live information from a traditional what's known as a depth of market chart we're looking at right here, current order book, the ladder, right? Whatever you want to call this. It's called a million different slang terms. And you can view where large quantity of orders are. You still have to pay for level 2 data. Usually you get maybe 5 up or 10 up and 10 down. But you want to pay for level 2 data, to get that with a DOM. But you can run that, in Project X. You can run it on, whatever platform you want to run it. So that's Bookmap. That's my long spiel. Kind of how that played into that trading idea. Good example. Good example. I always don't get a good example, but we had orders getting moved around there. So boom. Questions, concerns, thoughts. More than happy to answer questions about Bookmap. Give you my thought process. Again, I don't consider myself I don't consider myself an expert at anything. I consider myself, pretty much an idiot. And I talk about the way that I use tools as a normal guy, right? And that's how I use them. I used to spend a lot of time researching and reading market mechanics and narratives, and that might click for you. That might make more sense for you. It didn't really for me. It just confused me and it gave me too much information to process. So I like to keep things really raw, really technical, right? I'm a technical analyst trader. That's what I do. So I do the same thing on Bookmap. I really don't care so much about the why behind it. I sometimes speak in terms of it, like buyers stepping in here, sellers stepping in, aggressive this or that. Maybe we want to come and do this. Maybe buyers want to take it higher or lower. But I'm really just looking at, what's playing out right now here with price, volume, and order flow. That's pretty much it. Simple. Bookmap looks confusing. I promise you, you can use it in a very simple way. I do. It's almost standard settings on there. Very basic stuff. But we got a W. No complaints. Let's look for a second trade. That would have been real close to a stop out there. What did I say my stop was? I entered at 89.5. Nope, still would have been in. I like to just kind of do the hindsight capital, right? The if I didn't do something different, what would happen? Would I have been stopped out? Would it have continued my direction if I didn't drag my take profit down, my stop loss down, none of that stuff. But we'll sit and watch the market. I got really nothing here. That was my first trade idea. We didn't continue. Aggressive management helped me so far. I wouldn't be too happy if we were chopping up here around VWAP, a couple points away from my stop with that wick. But we'll see. Maybe we turn on a dime here and sell right back off. So we'll take a look and see. Still in there. Let's see. I got you. Why does yours look so clean compared to other people's? I'm assuming you mean Bookmap. If you mean my charts, it's because I don't have a lot on here. Bookmap, that's pretty much standard settings. That's the normal standard settings. So I don't know. You can zoom in, you can zoom out, you can view Bookmap in so many different ways. There's this trade I think it's called Trade Map Pro or Trade Map Lite, something like that, where it removes the algos a little bit. I don't even use that. I just got comfortable reading it with the algos on, the liquidity providers, liquidity bands, whatever the hell it's called. So I just leave it. But yeah, it's pretty much standard settings. For futures, what's up, brother? So what? This man took a max payout from Top 1 Futures on Friday. Congratulations to my boy. First payout for him. That was sick. For futures and using Top 1 Futures, or TOF, is global fine. Don't need global plus. So that's global plus. Regular global is like almost the same. It's very close. Global plus gives you a bunch of extra add-ons. There's some different tools that you see on mine that I'm using because that's global plus. But global gives you, like, let's say 75%. Gives you the heat map, gives you most of what you need. So the stuff below that, it like doesn't do anything. I wouldn't go below global. But yeah, those discounts kind of change around, but I would check those discounts. I think it's on, yeah, there you go. There would be the stop. There would be the stop. So this one gets filed under a good trade management. But yeah, if you have questions, brother, hit me up in Discord. Happy to walk you through the differences on Bookmap. We'll get you set. Again, I find it helpful. We don't have to pay for a lot in trading outside of just the capital that we need to trade. We do have to pay for order flow tools and level 2 data for futures. I think it's money well spent. You know, they give that comment is cheap stuff's not good and good stuff's not cheap. That's one that fits that. So there's other platforms out there you might prefer, you know, one of the number of, other platforms or just a traditional depth of market. But I find it really helpful. I didn't have it in Forex, and I have it in futures, and it's awesome. Really awesome. No magic, right? Nothing crazy magical about it. Wow, watching this market pop, man. Yeah, aggressive trade management saved me from a full stop on that one. This is a pop right back through VWAP. This looks strong, man. Buyer stepped right back in. I have no trade set up on this now, guys. We popped at the open, sold off, came all the way back up. This is very, very back and forth. It looks strong now. Here we are back to the 5900s. I said that level 10 times. Prices love to hang out here. I don't have a clean trade off this one way or the other. That was aggressively short and more of a continuation, right? Because we're selling off, although it is counter to the push back up. So who's to say if it's counter, reversion, or continuation? I don't have another one on this. I don't have a long on any of this level of structure, and I don't have a short as we're pushing all the way back up above these lows that we put in. I like the initial short back down to VWAP. So I'll wait to see what we get here, but I'm glad I got something out of there. Snag some profit. Let's see what we get. But appreciate you guys hopping on, as always. You know the drill. You know what? You know what, guys? We took a win. We're only an hour in. I think you know what I'm about to say, guys. I think you know what I'm about to say. Ooh, I'm sorry to hear that, brother. Someone says love from Ukraine, even though our house was bombed over the weekend. That's horrible. And I'm really sorry to hear that. I hope you and your family stay safe. That's tough. Really tough. I don't feel as excited to do this giveaway right now that you said that, but we're still going to do the giveaway. It's giveaway time, guys. Here's the deal. I'm not going to make you guys wait on this one. We're an hour in. We're going to run it. We got 65, 72. We're back and forth between like 65, 70. We are going to do the giveaway right here, right now. You know the drill. Raja, someone in chat, let them know what we got to do. What do we have to do to get the giveaway rolling? Somebody tell me what we got to do. What do we got to do to get the giveaway rolling? Likes. There we go. You guys got it. Hit the like button. I'm going to get the graphic up. Smash the like button. Fill the form out's another good one. Smash the like button. Someone says 50 likes. No. Not even close, bro. We're going to keep going. Listen, you guys got 75 last time. Here's the drill. I'm going to run it early, but guess what? We got 70 people on here right now. There's already 44 likes. 100 likes, boys and girls. 100 likes. Yeah. The bar is getting set high. We got multiple accounts to give away. We're giving away one every single day this week. and we're giving away a cash bonus. I'll talk about that right now as you guys smash the like button. If you hit every form, Monday through Friday, if you hit every form, I got a cash giveaway on Friday, in addition to the Friday account giveaway. For those of you guys that are hardcore, that you hung out here with me all week, if you hit every form, you get a bonus on Friday. It's going to be a straight up cash giveaway. I don't know what it's going to be. We're going to see what this week looks like first, but we're going to get that rolling on Friday. So smash the like button, 100 likes up on the stream. Form drops. I'm going to give you guys about 10 minutes, and we'll pick a winner live on the stream. We have 68 people on the live right now. Guess what? If all of you hit the button right now, the form would drop. Up to you guys. Let me put this up right here. Yeah, market's pushing up. Let me get this form up. Get this form up right here. First, let me show you who we got coming on the stream. Hang on one second. Can you guys see this? Smash the like button. Definitely smash the like button. We got a special guest this week. Along with giving away accounts every week, along with taking W's like a madman on the chat. No, I'm just joking around because I take L's all the time. We got special guests coming on. I got Christian coming on tomorrow. Christian, a.k.a. Decipher the Algo. Believe it or not, boys and girls, this is a smart money guy. This is ICT Concepts coming on to trade. This dude has some serious juice. Serious juice. He works with Tanner. Hell of a trader. I'm happy to have somebody on that is completely different than my style of trading, my approach. That's going to be tomorrow. I'm psyched to have this dude on. He's also hysterical. Everything that I've seen out of him on all his comments is mad funny. And he's got a great mindset towards trading, honestly. But very different way of reading and trading the markets, man. So excited to have him on. Wednesday, we have Jen Ketter. She's taking payouts. All these guys are going to tell their own stories. I'm not going to tell their stories. Excited to have Jen on and excited to have Rebecca on. Going to be awesome. Super excited. Instant fun and giveaways. While I'm showing you guys this, I'm going to make the comment tomorrow as well. I'm going to tell you now. Zero tolerance for any objectifying, derogatory, negative comments on anyone that comes on my stream, but any of these women traders that come on. I will tell you right now, you will get immediately banned and you will never win an account from me. You'll get off of all of my socials and the Discord. I will make sure I blacklist you for sure. Don't do that. I watch it happen on everybody else's stream. It's disgusting. It's super lame. Don't do that. We're not gonna have any tolerance for that. But super psyched, not to get all hardo on you guys, but we gotta police it a little bit, right? We don't have many rules here, but no crazy talk. Where's the boom? Here it is. Giveaway time right now. Here we are, guys. Let me get rid of this so you guys can see it. We have giveaway time live on stream. Whoa, there it is. Right now, smash the like button. 100 likes in the chat. You know what the drill is, guys. 100 likes in the chat. We will have a form drop. You guys fill it out. We'll be ready to roll. We'll be ready to roll. Heck yeah, here we go. Likes by. Smash the like button. I see you guys going crazy. There's not a 100 people here. Ralph, we have had over 200 people on this stream. We got people that cycle on and off. You can hit the like button right now. We'll run it up to 100 likes. Don't worry, Ralph. We'll get there. I have faith in you guys. One account every day plus cash prize. That is correct, guys. And these aren't the challenge accounts. Tell them, chat. These aren't the challenge accounts. There's no evaluation after you win. There's no activation fee that you have to pay. You are directly into a funded account. Shout out Top One Futures. I got to give these guys some love. They support me. I support them. I'm happy to be partnered and affiliated with them. Remember, I'm biased. Can't stand to be unbiased if I stand to make money. But it's awesome. It's awesome. I'm happy to do these giveaways. I used to love them when I was on guys' streams. It's hype. It's awesome. It's hype. It's awesome. Let's see. I don't really have YouTube. It will be a surprise, Ralph. I got people asking about the cash giveaway. Cash giveaway will be a surprise. We'll see how we do. Let's see. Dude, I'm so sorry to hear that. We got someone talking about that. Yeah, dude, I'm so sorry to hear that. That is super tough. Super tough. How to get the funded out? Don't worry, guys. Forum's getting ready to drop. Hold on. Just chill. 100 likes. We are at 75 likes. 25 more, we'll run it. 25 more. Where the likes and subs, ring the bell. You said no waiting. Yeah, no waiting right here. No waiting to tell you guys that it's time. It's giveaway time. Smash that like button. Listen, guys, don't get all mad. Don't get mad. We got giveaways. You got plenty of time. And let me tell you guys this, in my humble opinion. This is the best chance to win an account. Everybody else's stream, we got hundreds, thousands of people. I do one on Twitter. There's 3,000, 5,000 people. The forums, when they get filled out, there's like 50, 60 people. You got a 1 in 50, 60 chance, maybe 70 today if we get up there, of winning a straight to funded account. Plus, every day for 5 days in a row, plus a cash giveaway on top of that. I'm just saying, I think it's pretty good odds. We're all number guys and girls here, right? Let's watch the markets while you guys are running it up. Yeah, you got about 20 more. Got about 20 more, we'll run it. Markets running back up to the upside here. We took a W on the stream if you missed it. We are waiting to hit 100 likes, and then we are dropping a form in chat, getting that instant funded rolling from Top 1 Futures. Yeah, this is interesting as we climb back up. Trading out the 905s. Let's see. Here, ready? I'll tell you guys. $100 likes, guys. 100 likes. Form drops. You guys are doing great. You already beat Friday. Look at that. 77 people on here, man. You guys can hit it. Smash it. We've had 230 some odd people hop on and off this stream. Plenty of people to hit the like button. Smash it. I don't ask for much. And guess what? If you say, that sucks, Zach, I don't want to hit the like button. I don't even care. I just want to hang out with you. That's cool, man. You don't have to do anything. Free means free. 100% free streaming here almost every damn day. Free Discord. Happy to do it with you guys. Happy to do it. We got a ton of people on here. Remember, guys, I'll yab about it. I repeat myself. Giveaways every damn day on this stream. No purchase necessary. Tons of guest speakers coming on. It's going to be awesome. Bonus cash giveaway on Friday. Live here with you guys on YouTube. Smash like, smash subscribe. Do whatever you want. So let's see what we got out of this market. Coming up to the 910s right here, right now. Back to overnight high. This looks strong. Buyer stepped right back in off the lows for that news candle. Man, those 70s would have been a nice buy, huh? I'm interested to see where we go from here. 920s have liquidity. This looks like we climb, man. This looks like we climb. Maybe a retest of VWAP. Maybe a retest of this area of high volume. Indecisive so far. We got the zigzag formation going. The sideways Z formation going. I'm interested to see if we go crack the 10s and the 20s coming up here. I think the best that I would have on a play here would be to wait to see what happens up around the 20s, cracking back up to the upside. That would be a crack above the initial balance high. Let's get that marked out while we're waiting for you guys to hit the like button. That would be our IB high. If you guys don't know, the initial balance is the first 1 hour of the trading session from 9:30 a.m. Eastern to 10:30 a.m. Eastern. It is the high and low that's put in. The 1 hour opening range, aka the 1 hour opening range. I don't really mark it every day. I don't use it too heavily. I got volume levels off my chart. If it's not overlapping so heavily, I don't mind marking it. A day like today where I'm watching the 20s, having a line on my chart really isn't going to bother me too much. So let's see what happens as we start to break to the upside here. Let's see. Yeah, you guys got like 15 more. 83 likes, 100 likes. Giveaway at 100 likes, guys. Smash the like button. We're getting ready to roll. Yeah, there we go. 15 likes. We'll make it happen, guys. You guys are awesome. More and more people on these streams every day. I was looking at my numbers, which is crazy. I'm grateful to say this. A lot of people were posting their numbers, saying, oh, man, so much growth and subscribers on their YouTube channels. They were posting it on X, and I'm humble when I say this, but it's just the fact. I got a lot more growth than a lot of the larger channels that I see. Maybe it's the giveaways. Maybe we're just having fun. Maybe people don't want to hear that I'm the best ever and I know everything, and they just want to watch a normal idiot who's not the best ever try to make a profit and take losses with you guys sometimes and, not to do great, make mistakes, lose accounts. I don't know, but I'm grateful to have you guys on. The view count was wild for last month. The subscribers were wild for last month. The watch hours. I'm super grateful to have you guys on here, man. It's sick. It's really awesome. So I'm going to continue to do what I do, right? And give back to you guys as best I can, which is why we got Funded Frenzy giveaway week rolling right now. So yeah, guys, we got about 15 likes to drop a straight to funded, instant funded giveaway from Top 1 Futures. Hit the like button if you're just hopping on. 100 likes, that form drops. But we'll hang out, man. We'll hang out. We're not going anywhere. We'll see if we can't eyeball another trade. Came up real close to those 20s, about 4 points off. Failed to get above. Ooh, there we go. Got some liquidity coming in. I mean, got some volume coming in. Yeah, 158 on the book, up at 920, right above IB high. Just not as clean for a short play, right? You know, we sold off really aggressively. Buyers said nope. Now we started to push back up. It could be choppy, right? We could be in for this just kind of back and forth day. But this could definitely take off to the upside. Shorts for me would really be off the table if we pull something like this. Definitely not looking short at that point. That would be buyers continuing to step in, retesting areas of high volume, finding buyers, and continue to break to the upside. That would definitely be off the table. I wouldn't mind it because I wouldn't mind it on a short up here as we come a little bit higher. Maybe. Still kind of counter to this big buying pressure. I wouldn't mind it because we might come back down and retest VWAP, right? First retest of VWAP after we just kind of sliced through. But let's take a look and see. Yeah, we could get a rejection up here, man. We can get a rejection up here. Kind of fail to hold above IB high. Yeah, I'm going to watch it up here. I'm going to watch it up here while we're waiting for you guys to smash the like button. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. $59.10's traded back down. Yeah, we got a little bit wicky up here, and buyers couldn't take it higher. Interesting. Yeah, I would definitely not take it below the 920s, 925s filling. We got liquidity up here, 920. We got liquidity up here, 925. Ooh, there we go. Here comes the retest. Yeah, so that's off the table. That's off the table. Price cannot stay away from the 900s, man. Look at this level. All day back through the 900s. Crazy, man. Crazy. Yeah, let's see what happens here. This is interesting. But guys, we are waiting to drop this giveaway. Yeah, man, we got like 80 people on this, 85 likes. Smash the like button, 100 likes. While we're waiting for this, I'll throw the graphic back up. It's giveaway time right now. As soon as we hit the likes, there we go. We're climbing. We're going to get close here. Form's going to drop in the chat as soon as we get there. There we go. There we go, guys. Come on. I just got to remind you every time. That's why I keep saying it. Every time I say it, we get more and more likes. 100. We drop a form. You guys get it filled out. No purchase necessary. Basic contact info. Someone's getting funded. What is the minimum profit to take a payout on the instant funded account? It depends on which account size that you're on. The one that I've been talking about a lot recently is the 50K account, which is the one that's getting given away today. Even on the new rule set, it's very aggressive. It's one of the best programs that I've seen on the market for an instant funded. You need to get to 3,000 to take out 2,500. You have a $2,000 max loss limit to get that done. Probably retest the VWAP, locked out 230. Bro, how can I join the giveaway? Get ready, guys. Form's going to drop in about 10 likes. You guys are 10 likes away. There we go. Still climbing. About 10 likes, form's going to drop. Yeah, man. I can't give any handouts, guys. I do a lot by giveaways, as you could imagine. I'm sure you're dealing with a really tough time, and I feel for you. I can't give handouts at all. No, nobody that asks gets anything from me. Unfortunately, man. It's policy. I got to do it. As you could imagine, I get asked almost every day. So I appreciate where you're coming from. I'm sorry that you are struggling, but unfortunately, the answer is a hard no. Please do not hit me up to ask for money or accounts. You don't need to take all the profit on. You need to don't take all the profit on payout for the trailing drawdown. I don't know what that means. Don't know exactly what that means. Let's go. 12 more likes. Like it up, guys. Yeah, yo, we're almost there. 89. Just a guy. Hey, Zach, you a full-time trader? So, no, I left my career. The answer to that question is no. But I left my main career. When was the actual date? Coming up on 2 years, I think. To really focus on trading full-time. But I don't consider myself a full-time trader. I used to have that, ego and hype to say that I was a full-time trader. I have a ton of stuff around trading related, not trading related, that I make money from. And I don't think idolizing full-time trading is a good thing to do. My philosophy, especially coming into this year, with just how difficult trading has been for me personally, just back and forth, very, very non-linear, is that having outside income for a number of reasons, whether it's a day job, whether it's a side gig, is massively helpful. So I don't subscribe to that dream of strictly trading. I don't. And if you watch the last podcast with me, you'll hear that spoken about with the guys that I'm talking to. Austin, Tanner, Joey. It was really refreshing to hear because unfortunately it's sold so much and it was really sold to me and I was focused so heavily on that. But having outside income, again, whether it's, investments, whether it's a side gig, whether it's, whatever, a W-2, right? Multiple W-2s, real estate, like Joey talked about, that is necessary for a number of reasons. Trading's extremely nonlinear. But aside from that, you'll never be a better trader than when you don't have to make money from trading. Never. The guy that needs to make money from trading cannot compete with the version of you or girl, because I say guy all the time, that doesn't have to make money from trading because they have outside income. So I really encourage you to stray away from that strictly full-time trading thought process. Doesn't mean that it can't be a great source of income. Doesn't mean that it can't be your main source of income. Doesn't mean that it can't be what you spend almost all of your time doing. But I really encourage you to continue to look for outside sources of income, especially starting out, especially early on. So 91 likes. Here we are, guys. Come on, 9 likes. We almost got it. Getting ready for the form to drop. I'm hanging out with you guys. Smash the like button. The form drops at 100 likes. You guys are almost there. Under 10. Here we are. Almost ready to roll. Good to hear that. That's good. Yeah. No, I keep it real with you guys, right? I try to keep it real with you guys. Let's take a look. We are. Somebody said, trade yet. Share this tab instead. Oh, 5 likes, guys. 95, 94. We're almost there, guys. Form drops and 5 more likes. 95. Come on. You're almost there. Hit the like button. Last couple people. Let's go. Take any trades yet? Yes. Am I sharing this one? Yes, Nathan. I got a win. Small win. Got short right here off of the 90s. We sold off really aggressively. Pulled back up. I got short. Dragged my take profit. Dragged my stop loss. Sorry, guys. Too hyped up on the giveaway. And calm down. Grabbed my stop loss and dragged it into take. Let me see if I can get this right. Entered around the 90s, dragged my stop loss to profit, and got stopped out. That was a tongue twister there. Before this thing continued to rip to the upside. So good trade management today. On another day, maybe it retests and then sells off. On another day, I get stopped and then the thing just continues to dump. We don't even retest an entry. Today, it would have been a full stop out if I waited for this to come down to a 1-to-1 or a 1.5-to-1 that I had marked on there. So good trade management. Happy with that. But it's not about what happens today on any one trade. It's about what happens over the next 20, 40 trades, right? And for me, my sample size was showing get a little bit tighter on that trade management. So Yeah, one trade for a W. Happy to say we are 440, 444, 40, another tongue twister, green across 350K instant funded accounts. Inching my way. It's been very frustrating, but inching my way towards, that level for a payout. But again, that's how it goes. Just non-linear. 98 likes. Guys, hit the like button. Let's hear. We're almost there. I'm going to get the form ready. 98 likes. At 100 likes, we will have the form drop. I'm going to share this tab. Let's see. I'm going to copy it. We'll get ready. Form is getting ready to go live. You guys will have 10 minutes to get this filled out. Shorten URL. I made you guys work for it, though. We did it early. Took you guys about, what is that, about, maybe 15 minutes to get to 100 likes. You're almost there. Getting ready to drop this form in the chat. 99 likes, guys. Let's go. Form's getting ready to drop. Can we do it? This is funny. You know what happened? I watched someone unliked it. Someone must have liked and unliked. There we go. It's back to 98. Yo, you guys can play with yourselves on this one. It's all good. 100 likes, the form drops. Maybe you got to wait for somebody else to hop in. 100 likes, form will drop. Somebody's going to win a 50K instant funded account as soon as we hit that. No purchase necessary. Shout out Top 1 Futures. If you guys want to check them out, there we go. 101 likes. We got it. That was funny, man. You guys got up there, and then some people started unliking it. That's hysterical. There we go. Form is live. Get that form filled out right now, guys. Here's the deal. 1 entry per person. Do not fill it out more than one time. If you fill it out more than one time, the only thing you guarantee is that you don't win. Stay on the stream once you get it filled out, guys, because I'm going to announce it here, and I want you here to claim it. Stay on the stream. Don't send it out to all your boys and your grandma or your friends. 1 entry per person. Don't spam it. Everybody's been really good. You guys have been awesome with not doing that. Again, if somebody has to be the person that's trying to take advantage, the only thing you guarantee is you're not going to win. Don't fill it out with more than one email because it comes straight from Top 1, and you use the email that it comes to. And if you have an account with them or it's another email, you're either going to get banned by trying to use it or just not be able to use it. It's going to go to somebody else. So don't waste your time doing that, guys. Form is live. How do I fill the form out? Click the form. Click the form. It's a Google form. Form is pinned. It's live in the chat. Awesome, guys. 103 likes. You guys are awesome. You guys are awesome. Form is live in the chat. Giveaway is live. You guys have 10 minutes to get that filled out. Let's call it 11 a.m. Eastern. It will close, and you guys will get this one set. But we see responses rolling in. Very nice. Very nice. Hang out on the stream. We're going to pick someone right here. We will get this one rolling. But form's live. Get that one filled out, guys. I'll be right back going to grab some water. All right, guys, back in action with you here. Let's see where we're at. Form is live. I'll drop it again in the stream. Boom. Get that one filled out. We are giving away a 50K instant funded account from Top 1 Futures. Ruben's back. What's up? I don't have Discord. You don't need Discord. Yeah, you don't need Discord. Do a Tradeify growth account. No. We're giving away Top 1 Futures accounts here. But you can definitely buy one of those if you'd like. Let's see. Good luck to all. Let's go. Good luck. Hello, people. Fill the form. All right, man. All right. You guys can see the form, right? Nobody can not fill the form out, right? Form's live. I see responses rolling in. Ton of likes, ton of people on this one. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, crystal clear. Awesome. Yeah. No, I try to grab you guys Discord, all the contact information I can, because I've had people win stuff in the past and then like the email's bad and nobody can grab anything. So many new people. Damn. Yeah, Ruben, man, we're growing quick here, man. We're growing quick. Yeah, dude, like I said, I'm grateful to say this. Like, honestly, super excited to say this, and in a humble way. I've grown because a lot of people were sharing stats. I've grown more than a lot of accounts that are larger than me. Guys with like 20, 40,000 subscribers on YouTube. I'm putting up more views, more watch time, more subscribers gained. It's crazy. It's awesome. Christian, there we go. Decipher the algo. What's going on, man? Let me throw this back up. Just so you guys know, we got special guest Christian Williams, aka Decipher the Algo, in the chat. He's on with me streaming tomorrow. Going to be an awesome session. We're giving away another account, but we're going to see if we can't find some trades, man. Took a W this morning. We'll see if we can't keep that rolling for the rest of the week. Let's go. You don't mind if I reach out? Yeah, man. No, hit me up. Hit me up on Discord. Go for it, brother. Just please don't ask me for money or accounts. Don't do that. But yeah, man, going to be an awesome week. Excited to have a bunch of special guests on. Going to be a great week of streaming. So we got about a couple minutes left before we clip this form. It's live in the chat right now. Let's check out what the market's doing. Kind of consolidating up here near on overnight high right now. Didn't break IB high to the upside just yet. Yeah, man, interesting. Interesting movement out of the market today for sure. Let's see. 59.12.5, 59.15s, 59.20s all have quite a bit of orders stacked up above. Yeah, I mean, we might just turn to the downside from here, but interesting to see us not go and fill these orders sell side up above price. Yeah, here we go. Got some volume turning back down. I'm interested to see what we get from here. I don't really have a clean trade setting up. I'm not eyeballing anything. I try to frame ideas ahead of time with you guys. I don't have anything here, especially not if we come back down to VWAP and we just start to chop around. Took it short on the way back up. Honestly, was happy to get out, eke out some profit there. Not a whole lot, but slow grinding in these accounts, man. No complaints. Yeah, guys, I'm gonna make this even a little bit quicker. I'm gonna give you guys 2 more minutes. 2 more minutes from now, and we will get the winners announced on this account. We got 82 responses right now. Form is live. Get it filled out. Somebody's about to win a 50K instant funded. You guys have been patient on here, hanging out. I'm not gonna make you wait much longer. I try to give everybody some time, this just in case they hop on and off or whatever it is. But form is live. 50K instant funded account giveaway. 2 minutes. 2 minutes to fill the form out, guys. Let's get it done. Sounds like awesome sessions this week. Yeah, man. Excited. Let's go. Make some greens. Getting that bread. Listen, I wake up every day and I have one to-do list. And it's that same dumb SpongeBob meme where it just says, to-do list, get this bread. Somebody posted that in my Discord and I thought it was hysterical. But, yeah. Getting some girl traders on there. There we go. Switching up the industry. Absolutely, man. We got some women traders coming on. Excited to have them on. We have Jen and Rebecca coming on. I said it before. I'll say it again since we're talking about it. Remember, guys, zero tolerance policy for any derogatory or objectifying comments. I'm only saying that because I've been on Topstep TV and I've watched it happen. I've watched it happen on other people's streams. Zero tolerance. I'm going to immediately ban you from the YouTube. You'll never win a giveaway from me. And as you can see, I'm doing a ton of them. And I'll make sure I take you out of everything across all my socials. And so if you want to have a dumbass comment, feel free, have fun, and then that'll be the last one you have. But yeah, important to say. But excited, super excited. Zach, did you stop scalping NQ? Yeah, man, I've been off NQ for a while. I've been brainwashed into ES. Been off NQ for a while. If you guys go back and watch my streams, I've been back and forth across NQ, ES, and YM. I've been on ES for a while now. If you go back and watch the last weeks and months of trading, you'll see me on ES. I spent a lot of time on ES in the past. A lot of time with all of them. But it's just a preference. I really enjoy watching ES on the 1 minute chart. The degenerate inside of me constantly has me trying to go back to scalp NQ. But I just don't seem to do as well on it. I seem to have less heart palpitations and heart attacks trading ES, which is a little bit slower. But yeah, I enjoy ES, but I don't think there's one better than the next. Plenty of profitable traders trading everything under the sun, gold, oil, whatever. Actually, brainwashed me to trade CL. Yeah, no CL trades. You were great in the ASFX panel. Thanks for your insight. Absolutely, Keith. I appreciate you, man. Yeah, we had some great. There's 2 roundtables that are up. If you want to check that out on Austin Silver's platform, ASFX, they're on his YouTube, talking with a bunch of solid traders. Talking prop firms, talking mindset, risk management, everything under the sun. Yeah, some toxic peeps on all streams, but we got a great community here, man. I do keep subscriber mode on, I will say that, but you guys are all solid. Everybody on here so far, keep it really clean. When I see the silly questions or the dumb stuff, I just block it. I ban it. I don't have time. I'm grateful now that I got almost 100 people sitting here concurrent on the stream. We can't be answering dumbass questions, right? Can't be getting distracted. There's liquidity grabber joined. I've been here. Yeah. All right, guys, get ready. Let's say about 15 seconds left. Fill the form out. Form is at the top of the chat for a 50K giveaway. I'm getting ready to shut off responses. We're going to pick someone. Let's get the random number generator loaded up. Let's go. Let's go. Get your responses in. Last chance, guys. Form is getting shut off right now. Boom, and done. All right. Here we go for the giveaway. We have get your lucky number called out in the chat. What do you think it's going to be? Let's see what we got. Get your random lucky number. Ooh, we got a lot on this one, guys and girls. We got 86. We have 86 responses. Let's see. We are getting this. Oh, no, don't want to do that. Getting this opened up. All right, we are going number 2 through 87 since the first one is not anything. There we go. Didn't touch it. There are no such thing as dumb questions. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe there are. Maybe not. All right, we got a ton of numbers. Drum roll, please. Ton of numbers in the chat. You know what I might start doing? Like an additional bonus, right? Because this would be crazy to hit before I announce this. I'm not going to do it right now, but I'm going to think about this. If you call out your number and you win, I think there should be like a jackpot where you win like 2 accounts or something. I'm going to have to talk to Top One to see if we can't get something rolling like that. All right, let's see what we get here. We have the random number generator loaded up. We are going numbers 2 through 87. Drum roll is coming out right now. Number 60. Ooh, that's the high one. We haven't had a real high number in a while, man. Number 60 on the giveaway form is. It is. I'm gonna not dox you guys, but it's Delton K. Delton K for the win. I don't know that I know that name, but congratulations. Let's see what the YouTube username is. Oh, is it? There's a couple Keiths in here, but it's Keith 535 wins today. Delton K, aka Keith, 535. You win the 50K instant funded account. It's going to come straight to your email. Congratulations, everybody in chat. Give your man a congratulations. And remember, if you're getting ready to go, which we ain't done just yet. Oh, awesome. It is. Awesome. Congratulations, man. Very, very awesome. There we go. Give him a congratulations. Remember, guys, I usually do these just a couple times. We are going every day this week. I'm hyped up on it. I know I've been yapping your guys' ear off today. Here's what we got going on. Funded Frenzy Week, which is a stupid name, but that's about the best I could come up with. We are giving away instant funded accounts every day on the live streams, starting here at 9:30 a.m. Eastern. No purchase necessary. Along with that, man, I'm going to share this one. We have an awesome, awesome, awesome lineup of traders coming on. It's been so fun to do these. You guys have given me great, great responses. Almost everybody says get more people on there. More perspectives, more trade ideas, more ways to view the market, more people's stories. This is going to be really fun. I'm super excited to have these ones on. It's going to be awesome. So congratulations to, let me just get back to the market as we're getting ready to crack to the upside. Congratulations to Keith on winning this one. Yeah, man, if you didn't win today, you got another chance to win tomorrow and the day after that. And remember, guys, for the guys and girls that are here for the entire week, if you fill out every form on Friday, live with you guys, I'm going to find out who filled out every form. It's going to be a small batch of you. Bonus cash giveaway along with the account giveaway also on Friday. Bonus cash giveaway on Friday as well. Going to someone that fills out every form. Awesome. Yeah, you guys are great. Chat is hyped. Awesome. Awesome. Yeah, so watching this one, guys, we did this. Yeah, we didn't do it too early. It's about an hour and 30 in. Watching this looking like we want to creep to the upside. I'm going to give you my thoughts for the rest of this trading session, kind of frame this out with you guys. I'm interested to see, again, I've been watching the 20s. We came up, got close multiple times. We're making, oh, man. There we go, some volatility to the downside. Ooh, that looked pretty ugly right there. Never a dull moment with these markets. Never a dull moment. So what I was getting ready to say before we might start selling off here is I'm looking at the 20s, potentially 25s up near this prior day high level. I'd be interested to see if we start to extend outside of yesterday's, Friday's range, right? Because it's Monday. You know, are we really going to break to the upside and start to run? I could see some room to the upside if we do, but I don't know that we do that. I think we might chop around today. This red folder news in the morning was received and then really just came right back across with buyers. We have 1 p.m. news with Jerome Powell speaking. Ahead of that, I could see chop. So potential trade ideas. I want to see what happens if we come up towards, frame it out. We come up towards these 25s. I could see something like that back down towards VWAP, especially before 1 p.m. We start to sell off really aggressively. I don't know how much I have within this. Don't know how much I'm interested in getting involved again. We sell off really aggressively from up here. I don't know that I want to buy it. I don't know how I would find my way into a short. So ahead of 1 p.m., I could see something like this playing out, right? Look for a short back down towards an area of high volume. That's pretty much all I got right here, right now. Obviously, a lot can happen between now and 4 p.m. We'll see. We'll see what the data shows. But if you are trading into the afternoon, I would be really cautious around that 1 p.m. time frame. Jerome Powell speaking is typically just a wild time to trade, sends the market. So I'd be cautious around that. Would definitely be cautious around that. Outside of that, appreciate you guys being here. We took a W on the stream. We got an account given away. A whole bunch of awesome traders coming on the show later this week. It'll be really fun. We're going to keep this week going. Great way to start it, man. Great way to start it. Remember, guys, quick disclaimer, I'm not a financial advisor. I don't provide financial advice. Trading's risky. Most traders lose money. If you trade, you're probably going to lose all of your money. Everything, nothing on here is a suggestion or recommendation to do anything. This is for entertainment purposes only. I'm an idiot here yapping on YouTube for fun. Do your own research. Make your own trading decisions. Read CFTC Rule 4.41 on simulated trading, which is what this is, even in funded prop firm accounts, and the affiliate and partnership disclaimer that says I stand to make money from links and codes in my content, like Top 1 Futures, Bookmap, code RDF. Have an awesome rest of the day. Trade safe into that 1 p.m. time frame. Hop in the free Discord if you're not already, if you want to stay up on all this stuff. Links down below this video. 100% free trading Discord. Whoa, if I don't break my mic. And yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow, 9:30 a.m. Eastern, and the rest of the week. Have a great rest of the day. Trade well.